Hi, this is Rachelle with Scrapcraftastic, and I was asked to show how I kiss cut stickers using a blade and a metal ruler. And so I needed some more boxes, so I'm going to, instead of cutting this with a Cricut or a Silhouette, I'm going to attempt to cut them out using the blade. This blade is from Dollar Tree, and it comes in a pack of 2. You can also get these from Amazon and like Home Depot or Lowe's. They are considered a utility knife, but I'll be calling it a craft knife for this. Then you can also get an X-Acto knife. This is what they look like. This is probably the preferred tool for this, but I find that I can get a better grip on the more rectangular shape versus this circular shape. Plus, the key to this is having a sharp blade, and with the utility knife, once your blade gets dull, you can just break it off and keep going without having to stop, change the blade, or run out of blades. I mean, you have plenty good supply here before you run out. And again, this one is from Dollar Tree. I feel like it's a bit flimsy, but I have not actually tried one from Amazon or Home Depot or whatever the case may be. Okay, this works best with squared or rectangular shapes. So if you got full boxes, this will work. If you have intricately shaped things, it's a little more complicated. If you have circles, you could actually use a punch. So I'll come back and show an example of the circles. Let's get started. So for me, I choose to go all the way across or all the way up and down. So these smaller boxes, there's no line that goes all the way from one end of the page to the other. So I'll have to kind of separate these two sides when I go horizontal. So I'm going to start going vertical, and I'm going to line my ruler up to where I can see the edge of what I'm cutting. That's typically not what you do. Normally you would put the ruler here so that if your blade slips, it doesn't slip onto what you're cutting out, it'll slip onto the excess. But because I can't see, I am going to use it on this side and just try to be careful. So I'm just going to place you use a metal ruler, because if you use a wood ruler or a plastic or acrylic ruler, your blade's going to cut into the ruler. With the metal ruler, it just slides against it. So I'm just going to go above. Let me get a little bit more out. I'm going to go above where I need to cut, and I'm just going to lightly bring the blade all the way down past where I need to cut. Now, hopefully that cut, you're not digging down into the paper, you're just lightly pulling the blade down. If you find that you're not cutting, you have to add a little more pressure. So I'm going to skip this one because it's on the side where I can't see, and I'm going to go to the next box, and then I'll work my way back. And then I'm just going to keep doing that all the way across. And it's best to do this on a cutting mat like I'm using here. They also sell mats at the Dollar Tree. Let's see, here's an example. So they sell these at the Dollar Tree. If you don't have a self-healing mat, that's a great option. That one I cut all the way through. So as you can see, sometimes you might cut all the way through a little heavy-handed, but for the most part, I didn't. And you can always just fussy cut these out with your scissors. That's an option. But doing the kiss cut does make it a little easier to get the backings off. So it takes a little time and patience, but it's worth it in the end. Then you don't have a whole bunch of little sticker flakes to deal with. You just have a full sheet. Now let's see, am I cutting through the back? Yeah, so I need to lighten up my touch. I have a fresh blade in here, so it's cutting better than I expected. So I need to lighten up, but you get the gist. Okay, so now that I've done across this way on both sides, did I miss a side? You can feel, I think I missed this side. Yeah. So let's catch it. Okay, so now I'm going to go the other direction. And this only works also if the creator of your stickers line them up, where you can just go all the way across the page. So light touch, slide. Now this one doesn't line up quite right because there's two different types of boxes. Cut these full boxes first. Then I'm going to scoot it up and go ahead and start cutting on these quarter boxes. Then going up to these full boxes. Then I'm gonna catch the ends on these end boxes here. So now I'm gonna go back across and catch the other side of these boxes. So these again are not lined up exactly. So just gonna do that. Okay, so that's it. I think I got them all. And so this is how they come out. Now, I got a little white border around them. That also happens sometimes when you cut using the machine. If you don't use a bleed, and I don't have a bleed on these. But that's the basics, so you could easily trim off if you leave some white around it, but that's what it looks like. And again, you have to use a light touch so that you don't cut through the backing, but for the most part, that is it. There we go. And if you cut through the backing too much, you can just take some old washi tape and tape on, and that will help hold this together. I just need a little more practice because I haven't done this in a while. But that is how you do it. Use a blade and a metal ruler. You could also use the Tim Holtz ruler. It has this metal bar on the side here that you can use. I just find I get more accurate placement with the metal ruler. Again, that's probably a vision issue, nothing to do with the ruler. So that is it. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that little gray bell so that you'll receive notification each time I upload a new video. Be sure to check the community tab and my stories for updates throughout the week. Also, check us out over at patreon.com/Scrapcraftastic for exclusive content and digital downloads. Visit my other channel, Journal Life's Journey, for craft videos and junk journals. You can find me across social media at Scrapcraftastic. Visit my website and shop at Scrapcraftastic.com. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.